Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and I am here with Bibi Cameroon's collection designed for Spellbinders and is called Bibi's Hummingbirds. L-O-V-E exclamation point. This hummingbird collection is just so pretty, so unique, and I love unique die sets. If you're like me, and you just love unique die sets that you just know years from now, you'll be like, I am so glad I bought that die set and it is so good. This is a collection for you. Super duper pretty. We have die sets that can give you full 5x7. Can you crop them down to A2? Sure. Can you turn them into square cards? Definitely. So there is still room to play with these 5x7 die sets. Don't discount it because it is larger. But if you ever need a large card, both of them are ready to go. 2 thumbs up for that. We even have an interactive die set. And this is a pop-up die. So this would be on the inside of the card. And then there is Hummingbird and Lily dies. Alrighty, crafters. Let me break it down individually. Let's get started into this stencil and stamp 2. Just fabulous. Great job, Bibi. 2 thumbs up. If you remember the collection last year, early last year, I believe, with the butterflies, and I will link that collection if you want to take a look. A lot of that collection has been in Spellbinders sale, and I just hauled it the other day, the butterfly collection. So I'll put that too if you want to take a peek at that, and you might want to do both because they're both unique and they're both good and totally comprehensive. Love a comprehensive set. So it's not a one and done. It is a play within this collection too. Ooh, let's get started. Hummingbird goodness. Just love. The only thing you really have to do is decide what color you want to make your hummingbirds because there is just a gamut of colors. Now, the hummingbird really speaks to my heart because Jamaica's national bird is the hummingbird. So this is just like, oh yes. And purple is my favorite color. So every one of them, you notice the purples. Do you have to go that colorway? No. I was doing a purple, turquoise, even this lime green one. I love how this one actually ended up turning out. At first, I thought I was like, oh no, this is not coming together. But she came together. With these and this, you're going to be looking at your smaller blending brushes. I have my little pack here. This is a little container that I bought at Target. The good thing about small blending brushes like this, I will put a link if I can find these small ones that I got on Amazon. And Spellbinders also carries blending brushes too. I believe in these small sizes. They have a lower price point. So this is not going to break your bank in terms of getting a few of them. And I did, as you can see, the purple colorway, turquoisey teal colorway, that type. I even have, and I just got this from Amazon, a pack of some more blending brushes. I'm keeping them in the box, but isn't this nice? I only use some of them, like the greens and stuff, to touch up certain parts. These are the small ones. You get a lot for not a lot of money. So it's a nice investment to have some of those smaller blending brushes. This is Distress Oxide. This is dye ink. Let me switch it out so you can see the difference in your ink choices. With the Hummingbird collection, I was playing with all sorts of ink. The same brushes you use for your Distress Oxide are different than the one here. Just giving you a little tip there. This is Gina K ink, Distress Oxide. Can't remember. That's cardstock. The body might be the same Gina K over here, just a lighter color. Isn't that fun? Just looking at the variety. Don't mean to be all over the place, but I'm just super excited by the Hummingbird collection. This whole April release, I've just been dying to show you guys. So in Bibi's Hummingbird collection, there are 4 die sets. So super love. Let's start off with the 2 5x7s. First, we have Hummingbird Card Creator dies. End to end here, 8 inches tall and like 5 1/4 inch wide. So you're going to angle your bird. The angle that is shown in examples is this. Could I crop it like so? Sure, and play with it. You could have your bird a different way. This bird is big enough for you to then also turn this into a home decor piece if you want to make a gift for somebody. You could do a whole thing. You could make banners and have different hummingbirds. That's why sometimes these larger sizes are just so much fun, because you then get more range to play with and layer up. You get the hummingbird in the background. You get the little breast here. And you could do, I only did one color, but you could do two. Here is an example that I printed out. So you could do the two colors. I chose not to. And you also get a layer too for here, for the throat, the top of the head. You get a layer there. The beak right there, the eye, and the beak and the eye are attached. So right there, you won't lose this little piece, okay? Then you get all these florals and you're like, what are all these florals for? Just like the example. I did the florals coming like so. And these extra flowers that I brought in, that comes from the floral butterfly card front. This is the small die of the month last month. So I just took the little flowers and put them here along with those. I chose one of this stem base and then use that little daisy looking flower and then took some gems from my stash. These are yellow crystal gems. These are some iridescent crystal gems and then some white pearls. Oh, you know, I was going for it. I was having just tons of fun on this. Over a 5x7, but I love large cards like this. A large card like this is great if you're going to do best wishes, happy retirement, birthday, etc., where you're going to have a ton of people sign on the inside. This type of card is great at this sizing for you having a whole bunch of people sign it for somebody. So you can use an envelope punch board and make an envelope for it, or drop it in a gift bag, wrap it up if you don't find an envelope. And in the background, I have this beautiful bright mint cardstock. And then I took out some heavy duty vellum and ran it through Spring Burst, February's 3D embossing folder. That's in the background there with the vellum. Put it on top of the bright cardstock. So that muted the bright cardstock. Put my bird, my little florals, and done. Best wishes. Back into the large die of the month for this month. I tell you, I love this one. Punch and Pierce Frame Sentiments die. So you get the frame and then you get these awesome sentiments. Best wishes. Love. And card done. Did this take a long time to come together? No. I tell you, all you have to do really is just make a decision, play with your ink blending. Could you use your alcohol markers on this? Yeah, you could. You could definitely color this any kind of way, but the easiest way would be with your inks and some nice ink blending brushes, small size, larger size, if you wish. Next, we have Delicate Floral Hummingbird dies. That's this one. This now is a true 5x7 card. This is another card that, even though it says Happy Mother's Day, there are 6 children. Everybody has space to sign on the inside of this one, okay? I put Happy Mother's Day and then I did Happy Birthday on the inside. I know. Yeah. I didn't read my sentiment on the outside. I did use the stamp in the set, which is the Hummingbird Sentiments. Happy birthday to beautiful you. Look how pretty that is. And also, Hummingbird Build a Scene. So I need to play with this one some more in terms of using all these floral bits and really going for it. But look how clean these two stamped. These two sets. Hummingbird Sentiments and Hummingbird Build a Scene stamp set. So technically, I would then change this out. But if your mother, if her birthday does fall on Mother's Day, then you could do Happy Mother's Day with her birthday on the inside. I know. Inside boo-boo. But I can cover it up. But look at that. So let me go back on the outside. I know, I'm like this. Hop, hop, hop. Too excited about Bibi. You did such a great job. I'm just so happy to show everybody that I'm all over the place. Look at these vines. Now this die set is a 2-piece die set, meaning you're going to get the outside frame, full 5x7. So this is going to give you edge to edge, 5x7. Okay, so you're right there on the 5x7. Now you notice what I'm doing and how it's not fitting. There is a top and a bottom to this die. Okay, so let me get my die straight. Hold on. This is the top because my bird is facing up. Flip it around. So you will know the orientation of how this works. So fabulous. Comprehensive little die set right here. This is the base for the floral. There is the floral. Here are the buds. the leaf. You see how I laid it out so I can come back into this a year from now and know how to do this like that? I do that. I think I did print out on the back what it's supposed to look like. So this is the packaging cover. When I look at this, I'm like, what? But when I look at the cover, keep your packaging for something like this, okay? So you get a quick reference of how to put it together. There are the leaves. There they are. This is the beak and the face. There is that little face part up here. So I might need to switch this out. Then this is the tail. 2 tails. So you get everything that you can cut once for 2 birds. 2 bird bodies. The wings. You get 3 wings. Notice you get 2 here, 1 there, right there, all together in one set. Come on. Love that. Here are the little flowers. I didn't even use these. Hold on. Yeah, there are little extra flowers. I didn't use it though. You could cut this out and put little extra buds, but I don't think it needed it. For what I did, I wanted the focus. See? Options. Your focus to go to the birds, just these 3 blooms and the little tulips, which are glittered, of course. And then have the vine. This is Spellbinders Fern Cardstock. Spellbinders Rainforest. Teal Topaz. A lot of what I'm doing the ink blending on is Bristol Smooth Cardstock, okay? I'm giving you the names because I know a lot of you do like to know the range of Spellbinders cardstock, and when you see it in action, what is that? Wild Berry, Dahlia. Ooh, give myself a clap for knowing Spellbinders cardstock off the top of my head. That's how much I'm playing with it, right? Then in here, I put a lot of Spellbinders green gems. If you have been like, Suzanne, stop talking about those green gems. Get yourself a pack and just give it a try. Just out of curiosity. Telling you, these green gems are like, oh, they are so good. And because it's not like a common color, they're always in stock. And I just keep picking up a pack because look how pretty the green gems is against the fern with this whole floral thing. So it gives the look of crystal and bling, but not so in your face. See the difference? This is more forward in terms of crystal. This is more like delicate crystal. At least that's how it looks to me. I don't know if it looks the same way to you, but there is a little bit of difference. So if your recipient won't like so much pop, you can mute it down, but still have fun with the green gems. Love that. So I put the green gems in here. And then that Happy Mother's Day, that's like one of my little favorite with a low price point. Glimmer hot foil set. Love it. Happy Parents' Day, because Mother's Day is coming. So I'm going to give this to my mother from my kids. That's coming out. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to put something on the inside. Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, and then they come with coordinating dies. Isn't that fabulous? And I love how the Mother's Day cuts around, and then the Father's Day is a strip. And I think they purposely did that because for the Father's Day, it would be, this look is more fitting for Happy Father's Day. Fabulous little hot foil and die combo. Add to your stash. Use it every year because just glimmers like a dream too. Right here, where the bird is looking up in the flower, and Happy Mother's Day. Isn't that pretty? Winner, winner, winner die set. So super pretty, fun, easy to put together too. In the background, I did white cardstock here, but the color in the back here is a cream cardstock. On top of it is vellum to tone down the cream because I wanted all of this forward, but I still wanted something in the background. That something in the background comes into this stencil for this collection. It's called Hummingbird Texture Stencil. You get dots, freeform dot detail, then you get like splatter dots, and then you get these dashes. The dashes is what's the back here. You see it? And I did the dashes in Tim Holtz's new Distress Oxide Lost Shadow. I think it's called Lost Shadow. I'll put the name here on the screen if I'm saying it wrong. That's what is back here because I didn't want a bright color to compete with all of this, but it is there, muted down with vellum as well. Isn't that nice? Tell me you aren't loving the green gems too. And the hummingbird. Are you feeling the hummingbird? Could you do any color you wish? Yes. And I did white glitter cardstock here. And I popped the eyes in back. The eyes, when you cut this out, they just pop out. And it's not super difficult to put in. Just use tweezers or your tool-in-one. I like to pick it up here with the tool-in-one. Just pick and then put on. Okay? And I'm linking everything I'm talking about. Even these two. These two are some Spellbinders tools. See? Spellbinders tweezer. And just work with the tweezer. Just pop, 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 pop. Love that. And they have a reverse tweezer too, for those of you that love reverse tweezers. Not my favorite, but hey, that's why you have tool options as well. All right, moving on. Next, we have Hummingbird and Lilies die. Oh, love this die set as well. Are you loving all three? Because they're all so good. That's why I showed you all three together, because same but different. You notice it? It's this whole scene. This one highlights, and then you can even make a shaped card with just the bird too. There is an example where you're going to see it as a shaped card. That might be on an envelope, but you could do it as a shaped card. You would cut two with the base, just put a little score line on the back and then fold it in half, or you can fold the cardstock and run the die, but that's a whole lot of pressure to run when you're doing 110-pound cardstock. But you can do it and then build up on it. Or home decor. Scene. Different scene. Smaller scale. So this is now for those of you that are like, I only strictly do A2. Here is your set that can be A2, or notice the clouds, slimline. Let me give you the cloud measurement. 7 inches long, 1¼ inch. You could do like the die, bouncy clouds. In this instance, I took out one of my favorite stencils. This is a slimline cloud stencil by Waffle Flower. Just love it. And I did ink blending, distress oxide. I did squeeze lemonade, abandoned coral, and saltwater taffy. That's the colorway that you're seeing here in this sort of fun color sky. It is still in the back enough to then pop these two up, because this bird, she's on fire. She's an electric hummingbird. Look at that Gina K ink. Look how intense that is. Isn't that gorgeous? This is her orchid line, I believe, that purpley color. And then I brought in some teal turquoise. This is all Gina K. I was just playing with certain inks that I have that I'm like, and I buy the little cube ink too. I didn't buy the big whole thing. Spend less money, get little cubes. And then here, this is also Gina K. So this is here on the flower. There is the flower. Let's talk about the flower. She measures roughly 3 1/4, 2 3/4, and then you can put the rest of the assembly if you wish. So I laid it all out just like how I would put it together in the future, and I did print it out too. Look at how here it's a slimline card with the cloud, the flowers, and the bird, and then that's the stencil in the background if you wish. Do you have to do it? No, but there's so many options depending on what you're feeling. This is a great little stencil though. So could it have been the lines in the background? Sure, but it's this one here. Super cute hummingbird textures. Great for mixed media too. Any mixed media folks out there? This might be one you want to add to your stash just in general. Bible journaling. Can't you see this beautiful hummingbird in your Bible? Yeah. And this stencil too, along with everything else. If you do Bible journaling, junk journaling, this is another great little set. All of these for that as well. This is for the flower to put it all together. That piece is right here. The center for the flower, there it is. That tucks in there, and then you put this on top. I did pop this up. This is that little stem right there, and this also is this bit. So I covered this longer one over this short one. You see how it's a little bit shorter? And then with those buds, this is to top your bud to give it dimension if you want to change the colors. You know what? This actually might be fern cardstock, because I did ink blend on it. All of this is all ink blending. Isn't that so pretty? And then I did ink blending here. Let your dreams take flight. Comes back into the Hummingbird Sentiment Stamp Set. Open it up. May the wind always be at your back and the sun upon your face. Right there. Heat embossed. Love. And this is a little oversized because I was enjoying my fluffy clouds and my scene. I sort of stretched it out. I could have condensed it just like you see here, where you can condense it, and you could still make it an A2 as well. A2, you're going to crop it down to about there. And then I would move this up here then. options and fun. I just use some gems from my stash. Yellow up here and a little bit of green for here. So super pretty. That is the birds, the section around the eye and the little dot in the eye. There is the beak. This is the little breast part. And you also get a butterfly and a dragonfly. Super comprehensive set. Hummingbird and lilies die mixed in with the stamp sets. Love. Oh, did I show you? I didn't show you with this. Hummingbird build a scene, stamp and die. So you get the stamps here. You also get dies too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The 3 styles of hummingbird, so you can color them up, alcohol markers, etc. Or watercolor. This might be super pretty watercolor too. And then cut them out with the coordinating dies. And then you also have dragonfly, butterfly. Yeah, it could be all the bees too. 1, 2, 3. Super duper cute. Hummingbird build a scene. I know I'm giving you a lot of information, but it's just all so good and giving you ideas. This one, pop-up hummingbird dies. I'll show you the picture here. So you'll have it on the inside of the card when the recipient opens it. So you could do something special on the outside for mom, Mother's Day. You could still do this. Then she opens it up and then you have this inside. You could do it both ways. Why not? Why not? Depending on who the recipient is and how special you want to make it, give them the wow. Wow on the outside, open it up and like, whoa, wow on the inside. You could do this for like birthday, anniversary, any occasion. This is great for anything special. Go over the top, especially for Mother's Day. Go over the top with it, outside and inside. You still have time to get this fabulous little set and play. Pop-up hummingbird dies. So you create all of this. I just have to sit there. I know it's not hard to put together, but sometimes I look at these things and I'm like, oh, and then I play with it and I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. But I always get that little pause with the interactive, but I am going to play with this and I'm going to ink blend the whole thing. Just me and the ink blending, sometimes it takes time because I get all caught up. You can see I was caught up here. I'm just blending away and having a blast. Alrighty, crafters. I hope you loved my examples. You're going to see more examples coming for this same collection because I am certainly not done yet. It's Jamaica's national bird, and it also is a super elegant set as well. Look at this, this and this. It just has movement, flight, life, fun, pretty. Notice all the adjectives. This little collection, Bibi, you're getting a clap because wow, it has it all. And if you have been saving all your inks and been wanting to play and practice, this is a great collection to do so. Just go for it. It's just paper. You make one, it's horrific, toss it, come back in, go again. And like I said, with these smaller ink blending tools, they don't have a high price point. Thank goodness. So you can get multiples, dark purple, light purple, and go for it, or whatever your favorite colorways are. If you want to go into the yellows, go for it. Look on Google. The hummingbirds come in so many different colorways too, which makes them even more fun to play with. So go that route and just play. And the more you ink blend, the more you're going to learn how to ink blend and have fun. Many crafters, they'll give you examples of ink blending colorways. This one, Gina K, I'll give you this one then. I'm going to try and go from my mind, okay? Distress Oxide, Wilted Violet, Twisted Citron, Peacock Feathers, and maybe, I didn't put a yellow. I was thinking of doing yellow. If I was going to do the yellow, I'd come back into that Squeezed Lemonade. But that's the colorway that you're looking at here. Wilted Violet, Peacock Feathers, Twisted Citron, having fun and just playing. Little bit of black soot here on the edge, just on the edge, just to add a little bit of contrast. Okay, so that one you can play with those colorways then. If you have all those oxide and you've been just like, I need to take them out and give it a try, go ahead. 2 thumbs up. Totally worth it, especially on this collection. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.